Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a P.43, it's a tier 6, or is it tier 5? No, it's tier 5 actually. Tier 5 Italian medium tank, located on the south spawn of Ruinberg, and it's under the command of ProvoBob. Yes, he's taking out the 75mm armed medium tank that was only built as a wooden mock-up because the war ended for Italy before they could actually start manufacturing these. Well, as I said, 75mm gun, which is capable of doing 110 alpha, penetrating 118mm with standard ammo, and that goes up to 146 with the premium. Okay, he's coming up to the first crossroads, no enemy in sight, and he's decided to turn down this road. Now, there is an Arty in the game. On the other side, it's a bishop. The problem with actually going onto that corner with the bishop in play is that they can accurately hit you. But there appears to be no enemies up at the centre line, and there's only a Stug just around the corner, and ProvoBob's got some company, a Panzer Mark IV Aslains H, and he's been proximity spotted. And now some guys up on the field are now firing at him. He's firing back. That's the Sony Vegas 39. Tier 4 Czech medium. Oh, now that's a Churchill 1. Why didn't he go into town? Unfortunately, ProvoBob's in the wrong position really to be firing at these guys. And if he stays where he is, he's likely to get badly damaged. So he's trying to pull back a bit. Oh, now the Stug's come around the corner. When he does that, try and track him. If you track him, he'll have to burn his repair kit, and then if you can hit him again, he'll have to stay there until you kill him. Okay, he's trying to go for the tracking shot. Bounced another round, this time from the Churchill. And that's a Churchill 1, not the Churchill 3. That's the Tech Tree one, the British one. And a Panzer 3J's just hit us in the tracks. Now, in circumstances like this, you use the rubble and put the nose of the vehicle to the rubble at an angle so that the shells will hopefully bounce off the side. He's firing where he thinks the enemy Panzer 3J is, behind those bushes. It's the only place you can really hide, not be seen by our side, and still fire down this way. But the Panzer 3J hasn't fired since. Oh, there he is! He's actually moved over to the other side of the road. That's why he was busy. That shot was a little too far forward. Fires another one. Oh, no, he got a shot into the rear of it there, into the engine bay. But he's badly damaged, and he'll probably die with the next shot. Only 7 hit points left. And he's a goner. Okay, there are a number of tanks up there, including that Churchill. He's up there, but he's outside our view range. So we can't see him at the moment, but he probably can't see us either. The Stug is there, and he's proximity spotting us now, and so we will be seen by the guys further up in the village. And that means we'll probably draw some fire from that direction. Now he wants to get shots on that Stug, who's a one-shot if he can get around in the right place. He tracks him. Go for it. Take him out. Yes! Now he can't be spotted, because there's nobody to spot him from the village, except of course the Sony Vegas 39 knows where he is and fired around in anyway. A T-28 spotted him because he was just down at the other end of the road, so he's decided he's going to go round and attack the enemy from the rear. Now that may be a problem because they've got a Cavalier just around the corner, and if he's got the Derpelier engine, the Derpelier gun, he's pretty deadly. And he's trying to get into cover. Oh, it was the Derpelier. That is a Derpelier with the Derp gun. 280 hit points of damage he blocked there. And he's completed whatever mission he needed to complete. There's a DW2 just around the corner. I think he's going to try and go up here and get around and attack the guy from a different angle. Just needs to poke and see, is he still there? No, he's not. He's actually gone around to try and take us from behind. So we're just squeezing down the corner. There they are. Okay, they weren't trying to get us from behind. They were actually trying to escape. And, well, he's pulled back a bit. I think he's at the wrong angle on this position here. Not sure what he's... Oh, he's up against the wall, that's why. Okay, so DW2's gone. Can he get the next one? Come around the corner. He's engaging another guy. Oh, no. No, missed out on that one. T28's coming down. Normally they have the 57mm gun, which makes them pretty deadly, actually, because they can pump out a lot of rounds really quickly. It's about a 2-second reload. Our BT7's trying to skedaddle out of there. Now, ProvoBob still has most of his hit points at this moment, but he probably won't have them for much longer if there's a T28 that he's facing. He's just around the corner, actually. He's in the other street. And I'd use this corner here because he's going to come back. Oh, no. Here he comes. He's going to come around that corner, is he? Surely. There he is. Hello. Well, goes for the ram. Gets a big hit on the ram. One shot in, one more to kill. And he gets him. Now, that was very lucky, actually. It could have gone a lot worse. Not sure why he's still firing there. Expecting that there's some enemy tanks up near the centre who are firing back this way, but he's now having a quick look to see if there's anybody in the usual defence positions. Can't see anybody. Of course, he pokes his head round and all of a sudden he starts getting hit by rounds. There's a bishop supposedly up near the east side. Of course, he's got a very short view range, so he's not going to be able to see us, even if we go through these bushes. But he's avoiding the cap. Technically, he's got a high caliber at the moment, but of course that could change if somebody else in the enemy team actually manages to score higher. There's the Panzer IV-H on the enemy team. No, he might have the derp gun. If he does, he could do a lot of damage to ProvoBob. He's very reluctant. He's being very cagey. And ProvoBob's been proxy spotted. In fact, that's the reason why the enemy's coming back to save their cap. So he's had to come into cover. Yeah, they are capping. That's the reason why. You see, our teammates are capping, and as a consequence, they're drawing the enemy in to get the reset. No, that was aimed at the turret, but didn't get it. The Panzer IV-H is gone. Now he's getting shots. Now, remember, that guy has got something better than the 6-pounder, if I remember correctly. Might have a 75mm. Trying to get a shot on him. Oh, and that's the bishop. The bishop knows where we are, and he can get shots on us. He's moved nearer to the centre line, and that's how he's able to get shots on this corner. And now we can't poke our head out without getting a round from the bishop. Ideally, we need to get round the corner so we can get a better shot at that Churchill one. He can just skip the round over the ground. But you can be sure the bishop will try again. And yes, he did. And that was a penetrating round. I think, no, not a penetrating round, but certainly a very badly damaging one. He doesn't want too many more of those. And the Churchill's headed this way now. The bishop missed with that next shot. He's missed with that shot as well. He's been spotted again. I think at this point he's being proxy spotted by the Churchill 1. He's so close. So he's just having to stay round this corner and hope that his teammates can deal with the Churchill 1 so he could then go after the bishop. There's the Churchill, got the turret, fires one in, pull back for the bishop, pull back. Oh, that bishop's going to hit him again. Yeah, I said so. And now he's lost his driver as well. He's going to have to use his first aid kit. He has. But he's lost 171 hit points off that one. And he needs to pull back to avoid getting struck by that bishop again. You can be sure another round from the bishop will probably strike the ground in front of us. He might blind fire. The bishop is coming back. He's not the only one in this game. There's an M8A1 as well on the enemy team. It's 5 versus 3. The bishop... Oh, there's the Churchill. Nice one. One into the turret. The bishop's taking fire as well, so he's rather busy at the moment. Can he get another shot? The unfortunate thing is he's now one shot for the Churchill. Oh, pulls one off. Pulls back into cover. The Churchill is now potentially a one shot if he can get a high roll. Where is that bishop? He might currently be unspotted, but the bishop might fire in his direction anyway, based on the last position that the Churchill saw. That's what I would do. We've lost another teammate. Here comes the Churchill. Bounces that one. Gets another one in. Here comes the bishop. Oh my god, what's he doing? That's a madness thing to do like that. And he's taken 2 rounds. He could go. Here comes the Churchill. And ProvoBob's been wiped out. Well, he was a one shot. The bishop is very badly damaged. And it's 3 versus 3 now. Oh no! The BT7 flipped himself. Unfortunately, the other teammates don't know that, unless of course he's screaming at them. But, well, ProvoBob did a great job in terms of damage, 2,737. But the other players probably don't know that the BT7 is on his side, having flipped himself in the road near the town centre. I think it was on that ramp. He must have gone up the ramp at an angle, or had one set of tracks on the ramp and the other set of tracks off. And, well, he's managed to flip himself over. Oh dear, this is bad, because the Valiant and the Churchill don't know that they are actually at a disadvantage now. It's basically 3 against 2. They think that they're equal, and the BT7's being hit, and he's gone. He's been taken out by the Churchill 1 on the enemy team. And although we didn't see where the Churchill 1 was at the time, probably outside view range, the thing was that he got that BT7. So now it's 2 versus 3. And we still don't know where the M8A1 is. There's the bishop. He's hiding behind the buildings. The Churchill 1's moved into position. The bishop's gone down to the Churchill 1 on our team. But will that Valiant go? Oh, yes, he has. And the Churchill's a one shot as well. This could be all over in the next shot. Well, the enemy Churchill's gone. It's down to now the M8A1 and our Churchill 1-on-1. But I still think that Churchill, well, he's a 2-shot now for the M8A1 if he's got the 57mm. You can see him off in the village, but what will he do? Will he try and come over to the cap? It's too late to cap now. All he can do is try and find that M8A1 and kill him. Otherwise it's going to be a draw. And he's found the M8A1. And he's been hit twice. And that's it. It's all over. It's a loss. Oh dear. With only a minute to go, the M8A1 suddenly reveals himself and wins the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, Ace tanker for ProvoBob in the P.43. He's had an ace tanker before. He also managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy. A master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row. And a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, as well as a fire effect for doing more damage to hit points to his own vehicle. And a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. And best of all, he did get the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in that game, and his win rate from this one was very high, 15,630. And I think that's really down to the amount of damage he did in this game. It was considerably higher than in the other games. So let's have a look at the team score. And we can see there was far more real players in this game than there were usually. Most of them were well, there was a few bots, but most of them were live players, and of course that's resulted in a much better contest. ProvoBob managed to get 2,737 hit points, the highest damage in the game. The next highest being the Bishop with 1,782. No slouch there, that was a good player. And 1,438 to their Churchill 1. When it came to kills, it was shared between ProvoBob and the Churchill 1. Both got 4 kills each. 3 kills went to the Valiant and 3 kills went to the M8A1 who won the game. And when it came to base XP, it was actually the Churchill 1 got the highest with 958. And then it's ProvoBob with 733, followed by the Bishop with 652. ProvoBob fired 48 rounds in that game, got 27 direct hits and 25 penetrations, damage of 2,737 hit points, of which 232 were at more than 300 meters, 17 hits received, only 2 of which actually penetrated, funnily enough, 12 non-penetrations and 3 hits by way of splash damage, most of those coming from the Bishop and getting accurate shots, which did do a lot of damage. 1,080 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged and 4 killed, and on a premium count he earned 42,990 credits, 4,229 for courageous resistance, total of 47,219 credits. But after repair and ammunition resupply, and remember he was using quite a bit of premium ammo, he actually ended up with a loss again of 3,056 credits from that game. Not a big loss, but it is a loss nevertheless. He should really carry more HE and less armor APCR. I think actually he probably would get better results with some of his shots if he carried the HE, certainly on shots at something like the Bishop. 1,099 XP, 607 for courageous resistance, and took away 1,707 altogether. So he is getting better in terms of win rate, but that result wasn't what he expected. And I think actually, to be honest, he did bring that on himself, because as I said, he was sitting in a position where he was going to get hit by Arty. I predicted it, and it happened, and it kept on happening, and so he lost a lot of hit points which he need not have lost, simply because he wasn't playing Arty safe. And ProvoBob is an Arty player, so he should know better. Anyway, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.